Has anyone else realized that in about 30 days we're going to be approaching the halfway mark of 2023? What is going on? So I really enjoyed doing this check-in last month, and also if you're new around here, I often film in my kitchen because I live in a studio apartment and the kitchen has the best lighting. But honestly, these videos keep me on track, so I hope someone else finds value in them. I'm also going to touch on the importance of having a solid routine, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But man, April was a huge month for my channel, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. But you know I gotta make a cup of tea first. Also, let me know, do you leave your tea bags in, do you take them out? Sometimes I leave them in, but most of the time I take them out. Except for my sleepy time tea, I let that thing steep.
I'll be keeping that tea bag in there for like an hour, alright? I'm trying to get the most out of my sleepy time tea, okay? I'm trying to go to sleep.
Alright, so guys, we have so much to talk about, how exciting. Alright, so I meal prepped some lemon pepper chicken this week with some green beans and a mix of like white rice and cauliflower rice. So good. In case you missed it, your girl's channel has grown a little bit since the last time I made one of these videos. In the month of April, I've gained over 500 subscribers. It was just 350, but it's already jumped up to 500, and it's absolutely blowing my mind. So I started April with 81 subscribers. Today, I think I have 580. I think I just ticked over to the 80. We had some growth. And if you have joined me in the last 30 days, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad to have you here, and I hope you stick around. For a few weeks there, I was gaining anywhere between 20 to 30 subscribers a day, which is, it just sounds insane to say that. You know, I've watched many videos where I've heard people say these big subscriber numbers, which to you, you might not think that that's a lot, but to me that's a lot, because I was, just earlier this year, I was only getting 4 subscribers a month. So to get 20 and 30 in a day, this is crazy to me. This is absolutely insane to me. So I need to figure out what my goal is going to be for May, and then I also need to figure out what my goal is going to be for the end of the year, which we will talk about later in this video. So if you didn't tune into my last monthly reset video, I like to check in on these 4 areas: my subscriber goal, what I improved on in the month, how am I enjoying my morning routine, and any meal prep ideas. So what skills did I improve this month? One skill that I really improved on this month was just finding more of my voice, standing more in my truth. And that is kind of what led to a lot of the growth that's happened on my channel lately, because I just started speaking more about the things that I've been wanting to speak on, but I've been speaking on mainly on Instagram with a filter on, and I took that filter off, pissed a couple people off, but I really made a lot of people feel seen. So do I regret it? No, because I believe that you need to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, even if people aren't going to agree, even if it's going to upset someone. It is your truth.
And that's not what this video is about, so we're not gonna get into it. But that's what I improved on this month, and I'm really proud of myself.
So how am I enjoying my morning routine? I am loving it still. So in my last monthly reset video, I talked about how I was taking my reading goal off of my list. And it's so crazy how so much can change in 30 days, because literally last month I made this video saying we're not focusing on a reading goal, we're not putting pressure on it. And since I've taken that pressure off, I've been reading. I've been reading consistently, like every single morning, Monday through Friday. And I've been really enjoying it. I've been setting a 10 or a 15-minute timer, and it's been lovely. I also finally went back to see a new physio, and that went really well. I have my second appointment with him tomorrow, and so I've been doing exercises that he gave me a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I've been adding that into my morning routine, so it's just such a good way to start my day. I get up, I do those exercises, I do some reading, and then I ease into my gym workout. So it's been really nice. But you guys, when it comes to my meal prep routine, I have been so lazy. I've been so lazy, but this is why I've included this into my monthly check-ins, because I know I can get into that, just do the same thing over and over, even when I get to the point of not enjoying it. and that's when I know it's time to switch it up. But I've just been like, oh, I don't have time to even think about other options. And so that's why I do this brainstorming at the end of each month. What are some other options? So I can kind of start planning ahead. So I did switch up my meal prep routine last week. I found some inspo on Pinterest, so I will link those in the description if you do want to check them out. One is like a minced ground beef stroganoff kind of thing that I kind of made my own version with some buckwheat pasta and green beans. I just am looking for some comfort foods, you know? I want some like cozy like beef stroganoff, like a chili kind of, that's what I've been really craving for dinners, you know, on those cozy cold nights. One that I haven't done in a while is an egg roll in a bowl. It's like such a simple recipe. I just haven't put the effort into getting all the ingredients for it. So I will link that one as well. All right, let's talk about why it's important to have a solid routine that you love. And if you haven't already watched my morning routine video on how to create a better morning routine that's like perfectly suited to you, definitely go watch that one if you are someone that's looking to improve your current morning routine, because whether you realize it or not, you already have a routine. It might not be a good routine that helps you thrive, but your current repetitive actions and habits that you are doing daily are what make up your current routine. And what I love about that is that it means that you also have the ability to change them. And that's such an empowering thought to have, especially if you feel like they're not serving you. I am so passionate about creating content that empowers people to take action in their life instead of living in victim mentality of the circumstances that are happening. We cannot control the circumstances that are happening in our life, but we can always control how we react to them and the actions that we take because of those circumstances.
And if you want to keep hanging around my channel, baby, we do not become victims of our circumstances, okay?
But it takes time, so give yourself grace. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm still working on this stuff too, okay? I'm just sharing what I'm learning along the way. I am just such a firm believer that our actions, our habits, our choices, our environment literally shape our entire reality. Like, I just feel like that's such an empowering statement because we get to choose our actions. We get to choose our choices, obviously. And we don't always get to choose the environments that we are in. There are definitely times when we can choose the environments that we are in. And we can always choose how we respond to these environments. But anyway, enough about that. I just think that a good routine is key to helping you reach your goals. And a routine doesn't just have to mean a workout routine. It can be anything. Like with my YouTube, I have a filming routine, I have an editing routine, I have a scripting routine, and they all allow me to show up at the capacity that I do. And to be honest, if I didn't have a routine, there would definitely be weeks where I just wouldn't pick up the camera. And that's going to be different for everyone, of course, because we all have different lifestyles and different obligations, so it will vary. But for me, my routines have just changed the game. So if there are areas of your routine that you would currently like to work on, definitely let me know in the comments. Before we move on to the goals section, I do want to touch on my tips for goal setting, which I did mention in my last video. I'm gonna quickly brush through them right now because I think it's important. Make it enjoyable, make it realistic, keep it simple, start very small, and accountability is key. Those are my 5 tips of goal setting. Now let's talk about how my April went. So, April goals, upload 8 long form videos. Did we do that? Did we do that? 5, 6, 7. So tomorrow's video will be number 8. Upload 8 long form videos. 17, 18 shorts for April. So the next thing was setting up at least one source of affiliate links, figuring out my Amazon storefront. So I was playing around with this week, and I have set up an Amazon influencer storefront, like they approved it or whatever, and I was playing around with it. But for some reason, it's like setting it up as a US store, and every time I try and like put it to Australian, it's not doing that. And I don't know if it's because I set my audience to the US. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out. So did I set up a source of affiliate link? Kind of, because I did set up our Epidemic Sound referral link, but I don't know. I'm not gonna give myself that one. I still want to do better. 4 workouts a week, smash that one. Listen to 1 podcast a day. Yes, I did do that. Did I? I don't think I listened to one today, to be honest, but I still can do that. Okay, so But yeah, I've been making that a part of my morning routine. I usually do it while I'm like cooking or taking a shower after my workout or eating breakfast. So I've been squeezing the podcast in there. Workout during my period week at least 3 times. I did do that. They were very like slow, like some stretching and light walking, but I did it and I scraped by. I almost didn't do 3. I almost just did 2, but I did 3. Get up at 6:15 Monday through Friday. I did that. I just didn't do it every single week or every single day. But I have been doing it more. So I'm not gonna give myself that one because I didn't get up at 6:15. I've been getting up at like 6:40, which is still earlier, but it's just not that. LOL at this one. 100 subs, let's go. March, Jamie, if only you knew what was ahead for you. So yeah, we hit our 100 sub goal. I thought that was like really ambitious, like let's go. Cause I was at 70 something when I set these goals. And I remember thinking like, okay, let's push for 30 subs for April. It just seems so funny now. It just seems so funny because I was so worried about getting 30 subs. And now, like I said earlier, like I was getting that in a day. It's just crazy how things can change. Creating a free Facebook group to help beginners with creating an online presence. I have started doing that and I did create the group. So I will give myself this one because I have created the group and I have been like chatting to a couple of people about it. I've been chatting about it in my videos as well. So we're getting the ball rolling on it. So I have done that. So not too bad for April. Okay, so my May goals are to read 15 minutes Monday through Friday. So we're already like in a good flow with that. So I think I can like stay consistent and like keep that up. Working out 4 times a week, including my physio work. That's going to be a consistent theme throughout all my monthly videos because I am working on a goal of moving my body consistently. For 52 weeks out of the 52 weeks of the year. So if you follow me over on Instagram, I share like the beginning of the month, I usually share like week 17 out of 52 and post a gym selfie. That's how I've been keeping myself accountable. If you watched my other video, you know that I like to post in my stories for accountability. But yeah, so working out 4 times a week, working out during my period week 3 times. Like some of these are repetitive, but because it's about the consistency. So my May goal for my subscribers is 700 subscribers for May. That sounds crazy to me, but I just wanted to give myself something that feels like a push. And last month, 100 felt like a push, but where I'm at right now, 700 feels like a push. So we're going for 700 in May. So if you have not subscribed and you're enjoying this, what are you even doing? Come on. And I finally have settled on an end of the year goal, and I just can't believe that I'm making this goal for 2023, but it is to get my channel to monetization at the end of this year. Like, I'm sorry, what? Like I said, with the goal setting tips, like manage your expectations and make it realistic, but with the growth that I've seen in this month alone, I genuinely feel like that is a realistic goal to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, 581 subs and 2,500 watch hours. So I'm in April, I am at the halfway mark of being monetized. I'm going for the monetization requirements in 2023, and you're hearing it here first, okay? I'm a little scared. My goal for May, 9 long form, 16 short form, and I need to pre-schedule my long form content for the week of May 8th to 14th, because if you follow me over on my other channel, I do like van life travel content with my boyfriend, and we are going away on a big road trip, so I need this channel to keep flowing while we're out filming for that channel, so I don't even have to think about it while we are away, and so that my content can keep flowing for you guys. And then by the end of May, I want to have 10 new people in my brand new Facebook community. It's not going to be a community to like promote yourself. It's going to be a place to learn and to grow, for tips, for workshops, for stuff like that. So I'm really trying to create like a supportive learning environment. So I'm going to be pretty selective of who I allow in there, and the group will be best suited for beginners. If that sounds like something that you would like to be a part of, definitely let me know in the comments or shoot me a DM over on Instagram. So my monthly favorite. So I know last month, I feel like this video is like a complete contrast to everything I said last month about how like,
ooh, action movies are my chick flicks.
because like April has been all about like the cheesy romance movies and stuff. I watched from scratch the Netflix limited series, and when I tell you I cried like a baby, I can't. Don't get me started, okay? Like, it's giving Notebook. It's giving The Notebook. It's giving P.S. I Love You. It's giving, like, I needed a warning. I didn't know that I was signing up for that level of content. I thought I was just signing up for, like, a fun romance, travel, like, living abroad situation, which, like, that's my life. So I was like, oh, okay, let's see what this is all about. And when I say that I was blindsided, I was not prepared for it. I did not know what I had signed up for. It was so well done. It was so good. The casting was amazing. The acting was incredible, which I don't know, for a Netflix limited series, I just found it very surprising. You know, I have watched maybe a handful of Netflix limited series. I don't feel like the acting is always that great, but the acting was just so good. I mean, one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to watch it was because like the whole travel aspect of it and living abroad. But Zoe Saldana, I love her too. I think that she's a great actress. So I wanted to watch it for that, and then, but the entire cast, it was just so good. I don't know. Have you watched it? If you did, let me know. Were you blindsided about it, or did you know what you were in for? Because I didn't know. My boyfriend was out with his brother, and he came home right at one of like the main parts that I was just like, I had been like holding in all my emotion up until that point, and he's just like, what is going on here? And I'm like, just don't. Just like, it broke me. And then I also watched 4 Good Days with Mila Kunis. And I love her as well. So I was just like, of course I'm going to watch it. I watched the other one that she did, Luckiest Girl Alive. I watched that the other month. And I really like that. And then I saw that she did this one. I really like based on true story stuff as well. So I love that. I still like my action thriller, conspiracy, you know, that's still my vibe, okay? I wasn't lying when I said that. It really is. I just had a moment, okay? So books for April, because that's now a thing. Like I said, we're reading now. I'm currently reading A Money Love Story by Kate Northrup. Kate Northrup? Northup? I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. It's like a workbook style book. So literally, I'm only on chapter 3. And I probably started it a couple of weeks ago now. And because you're like stopping every chapter to like write in a journal. So it's also got me into journaling, which has been good. But yeah, it's all about like your money story, your money mindset, creating a new story, and like really challenging those limiting beliefs around money, but also like your upbringing around money. And it's really like, it's very similar to the kind of content I create on here sometimes, where you're just like having those reflective questions and those prompts to really like dig deep into like what's going on under all the surface layer bull crap. So it is taking me a while to get through it. I don't know if I'll get through it in May, but I'm working my way through it and I'm really enjoying it. So if you are into like money mindset, limiting beliefs, or you just really want to work on your own story around money, it's a book that I highly recommend. Like I said, I haven't finished it, but based on what I've already done and what I've already like worked through, I think that it's valuable. I wanted to throw music in here, even though like I haven't really been on top of new music in a while, because like at the end of the day, JoJo's always on rotation. And I just feel like so many people sleep on JoJo. So many people just are sleeping on my girl. You know, like they're just acting like she's just like this one-hit wonder from when we were teens. And like, no, your girl is putting out some bops. I always love to listen to her Good to Know playlist, her acoustic version of the Good to Know playlist while I'm like working away on the computer or just like zoning out. And another thing I talked about last month was thrifting, which I haven't thrifted this month. And I didn't realize that I haven't thrifted this month until I went to like write the outline for this video. And I was like, hang on, I haven't thrifted this month. But I think I'm going to in the next week or so for our big road trip coming up, because it's going to be super cold and it just gets cold in the van at night. So I want some like thermal layers. So I'm sure that a trip is going to happen for May. So hopefully I can get my thrifting fix in for May. I wanted to talk about my favorite teas that I've been loving. If you've watched like a handful of my videos, you will know that it's me and my tea. Like, this is Life by Jamie and her tea. So I've recently discovered nettle tea from my boyfriend's mom, and so I've been drinking nettle tea that will hopefully help with my heavy periods, which will hopefully help improve my iron levels. So I don't know, it's something I've been starting to incorporate. If you've used this before, if this has been part of your routine, have you noticed that it's helped in any way? I know that there's like so many benefits to nettle, which I didn't know prior to being introduced to it. Honestly, if I can find a natural solution to help me with my heavy bleeding, it will be a miracle, okay? That will be a miracle. So if you have any, let me know. I'm also obsessed with sleepy time teas. I don't know if you've noticed, in my tea drawer I have like 3 different types of sleepy time teas, and they need to have valerian in them, okay? Because I used to drink the sleepy time tea with the green box with the bear on it, and I loved that, and I like made it a part of my routine, and it was just something that I really enjoyed, just like drinking at the end of the day to wind down. And then they came out with Sleepy Time Extra, the blue box with the little bear on it. And I was like, oh, that one has valerian in it. And I didn't even know about valerian until that box. And my life was changed because that actually worked. I actually like felt calm, felt relaxed, felt like I was like, I'm ready for bed. And like, that just doesn't happen naturally for me. It cannot have licorice taste. I will not. If I see licorice in the ingredients, honey, no, we're not doing it. I'm not trying it. Like, I'm sorry, we're not doing it. I like my sleepy time teas to have more of like a spearmint, peppermint flavor. Like, I just don't want to taste licorice. I don't. The only licorice that I will eat is a Twizzler, okay? I ain't about that black licorice taste, okay? And like, is a Twizzler even real licorice? Like, I don't know. So let me know, how did April go for you? If you are looking for some accountability for May, drop your goals in the comments below to declare them and put them out there. And then you can come back for my next monthly reset and let me know if you achieved them. That is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and I hope to see you tuning in to another video soon. Bye!